Hello, everyone. Hello. Hi. Before sharing my story with you, happy International Men's Day. 70% of victims of homicide are men. 85% of homeless people are men. And 76% of suicides are men. It would be good if we can do something for them not to kill themselves. So if you have a brother, a husband, a friend, a man in your life that you love them, let them know. Do something about it. It would be good to keep them around. And now my story. Patterns and trends are interesting to me. That's how I made sense of the world around me ever since I was young. For some reasons, I always notice patterns. Have you noticed news is always the same thing? It has the same cycles. Politics, real estate market, everything repeats itself. And that's how I understood what's going on around me. I also noticed that it seems that I notice patterns and trends more than other people around me, which was another pattern that I noticed. I'm also fascinated by people. Specifically, why is it that we do what is it that we do? And these two things combined actually help me to do the work that I do. Coaching entrepreneurs with business and productivity and blah, blah, blah. But trying to understand the people around me and where do I fit in there was done through understanding the patterns of behavior. I noticed that we repeat things. We are called creatures of habit. We do the same thing individually to ourselves or interactions with other people. Sometimes even group behaviors. We all say hello the same way. We all help each other the same way. We all console each other the same way. And I was interested, why is that? Why did we all agree on this certain way of greeting each other? Could it be that there is something deep inside that we're trying to address? Some emotional need in there? And speaking of emotional needs, what are they? I was paying attention to the emotional need to feel connected, feel understood, feel heard, feel loved. And speaking of love, that was another fascination for me. What's going on there? More specifically, romantic love. And looking at my life and my experience, I wanted to know what's going on between this romantic love between men and women. So I started to pay attention to the trends in that area. And what is that deep emotional primal need that we are trying to address over there? The usual suspects. I looked at empathy, connection, support, all of that. And the more I looked into it, one pattern started to emerge. Two patterns actually parallel. One for men and one for women. And those are what I want to share with you today. And I have to tell you that I do not have any proof of this. This is just my observation in the past 4 decades of my life. I noticed that we're looking for something. We have this primal need that is always hungry, always looking for something. And we look at the other person to satisfy that for us. Well, what is it? The one that I noticed for women is they like to feel that their man, desires them. They feel wanted. They want to feel desired by their man. So what's my role? Our role as men is tell our women, you are beautiful. Just like that. You are beautiful. And any other variation that you come up with. We should repeat that over and over and over and over. Doesn't matter what situation we're in. And not just when they have the makeup and the pretty dress on. Maybe they just stepped out of the shower. You're beautiful. They just woke up. You're beautiful. Maybe they're sick with snot all over the place. You're beautiful. Especially when they don't feel beautiful. And sometimes I may not feel it myself. But we have to say it anyway. Always. Fake it if you have to. It's a deep primal need. It's not logical. It doesn't care. Fake it if you have to. You have to keep repeating to them, you're beautiful, you're beautiful, you're beautiful. So can anybody guess what is the equivalent of that for men? What is that primal need that we need to be satisfied? Usefulness? That's a good guess. Anybody else? I didn't think about that one. The one that I noticed is this. Ladies, I have to come clear. What I'm about to share is actually the reason that I'm here tonight. There is this primal need that men have, I do, and there is something you can do about it. First, I will tell you what is it that you can do, then I'll tell you why. You have to always, 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 always laugh at your man's jokes. Thank you for laughing at my joke. But seriously, our deep emotional need is to know that I can make my woman happy. I like to feel that I have that power. I can do that. I'm the one who makes her happy. Ask women, what kind of man do you want? The one that makes me laugh. We want to be that one to make him happy, to make them happy. So just like the other one, that we always have to tell you that you are beautiful regardless, you have to do the same thing. You always, always, always have to laugh at the jokes. Doesn't matter if they are not funny. Doesn't matter if you have heard it 1,000 times. Doesn't matter if you don't feel like it. And I can hear the voices in your head right now that is telling me, but it's insincere. It's a deep, emotional, illogical need. It doesn't care. Fake it. Yeah, you may give us a fake laugh. We may get it, that's a fake laugh too. But what we see is that you're trying. And we love that. Always laugh at our jokes. It's such a small act with such a great reward. One small smile or chuckle goes such a long way. Unfortunately, if we don't, the price that we pay is high, too high. When a man makes a joke and wants to make you happy, if you don't laugh, it will hurt him inside. There is pain, and that pain is too strong. It's not worth it, just laugh. Do that a few more times, you'll break his heart. It's horrible. It's terrible. You never want to see that. The worst part about it is the sound it makes. It's a horrible sound. This is a sound of a man's heart breaking. Thank you for listening to my story. Thank you.